Hey everybody, it's Josie here. I'm doing another one of my TBRs for one of the readathons that I am participating in this month. So I am participating in 3 different readathons. This one is for Spookathon, which runs from the 15th to the 21st of October, and it's hosted by the lovely Shannon at Bookerly and the lovely Kayla at BooksandLala. Now, I love October, I love Halloween. As you can tell, I am profoundly sorry. I think I've bought every Halloween decoration in the whole of Brighton, so I'm sorry. I'm also dressed up, so I was going to dress up for all of my videos. So today I'm thinking, because I love Alice in Wonderland, this is a crazy Alice after she goes down the rabbit hole, meets the Mad Hatter, has her makeup probably done by the Mad Hatter, and comes up just a little bit weird. So that's kind of the look I'm going for. So let me go through my books that I'm going to read for this booktubeathon. So the first challenge is to read a thriller, and the one that I've picked is this one over here, Neverworld Wake by Marisha Peschel. She wrote Night Film, which I know a lot of people really love. I haven't read that. This sounds really good. This kind of reminds me a little bit of a teen kind of slasher film, which I love. So I'm hoping it'll have that vibe. 5 friends, an accident, someone has to die, someone's responsible, that kind of vibe. I think it sounds really good, so I'm loving that. Then the second challenge is to read a book with purple on the cover. Now, this lovely, lovely cover here has purple on it, and I am considering whether or not to use this for the second challenge, depending on how many books I manage to get through. So I'm not going to use it. I am going to use this one over here, Wicked Like a Wildfire. Now this one I've been dying to read, and I've kind of been saving it for the October period, and it sounds like, well, it sounds a bit like practical magic, which, don't get me wrong, is a very good thing. If you're me, I love practical magic. And it is basically about 2 sisters and their mother. In the beginning, she encourages their magic when they're young, and then it feels like something happens and she tells them to stop. She also tells them, for God's sake, don't fall in love. It's very practical magic-y. But this one sounds like it's a bit more thrillery than the actual practical magic book. Murder, kind of mystery, what happened. So it sounds really good. Real magic as well, I think, as opposed to slightly more magical realism. So I'm really looking forward to reading this one, and I'm hoping that I'll get to this one as my purple on the cover. The next one is to read a book that's not set in our time period, and for this one I've picked Alice and Frida Forever. Now this one is actually a non-fiction book, and I didn't know this until I read the blurb properly and realised that it is about a trial in Memphis in the United States from 1892, and it's a young girl that has killed someone. And that in itself is quite harrowing, particularly for that time period. But the other bit that probably wasn't that kosher at the time was that she killed her lover, her female lover, girlfriend. So this should be really, really interesting. I love the fact that it is actually a real story. I love that kind of thing. So yeah, murder, mayhem, and lesbians, I love it. What more can you ask for? The next one is to read a book with a spooky word in the title, and for that I have picked The Monstrous Child. Now Monstrous obviously is a very spooky book. If you've ever been on a train with a whole bunch of children, I think child can actually be more of a scary, spooky word. But anyway, it works on both accounts, right? So this one, I literally just had to read the first few lines on the back of this book because it is about a girl who is the queen of hell and being obsessed with Lucifer. I love Lucifer. That just sounded awesome to me. The queen of hell, what more could you ask for? So yeah, that had me gripped. A couple of sentences, I'm reading this. The last book. The last book is you have to read a book with pictures, and for this I don't think I could have picked anything else. Horror by Grady Hendrix. Now, I've just finished reading My Best Friend's Exorcism for my other booktubeathon, and that was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. There it is. Gorgeous, gorgeous book. So I'm really looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be good. I like Grady Hendrix's style, the way he writes, and this is really cool with it really sort of fits the picture bill with this kind of fictional IKEA haunted house. People get locked in there and strange things start to happen, and the whole book has these kind of like it looks like instruction manuals for flat pack furniture, you know, just like cool little pictures and things in it. So I think this definitely fits the bill. Yeah, and I can't wait. And this book is just gorgeous. I love it, the idea. It's brilliant. So anyway, that is my TBR. Wish me luck. I will get reading. I'm going over there, I'm going to read. And yeah, I will come back and tell you what I thought of all the books I read. So stay spooky and enjoy your reading. Bye.